It's official. Arsenal are actually contenders for the Premier League title. Can they go the distance? We're going to take a look at that and more next. That's right, folks. I'm going to put it in that prediction. Video today before match number 10 or 11, depending on how you bloody look at it, of course, and we'll get to that in just a second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe button, bang it, all things Premier League related, Blackburn Rovers related, World Cup related. Later this year, that's right, goodness gracious me, Arsenal doing the unthinkable, beating Liverpool and flexing once again as they sit top of the table, 1 point clear over Manchester City, 4 points clear over the third place Spurs, and a gigantic difference between themselves and Chelsea in 4th spot. It's anybody's guess as to what's going to go on in the Premier League. But we have a nice race on our hands. But anyway, we'll take a look at it, all of it in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VRPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. Get amongst it, of course. But anyway, we are taking a long, hard look at it this coming weekend, aren't we? So let's have a look at how we all got on last time around then. Here we go. Bournemouth. Wow, wow, wee, wow. Big win for them over Leicester City. 2-1 win for them. 2-1 win for me the other way. Rodgers remains in the hot seat. But, of course, pressure seriously mounting on him now. Chelsea. 3-0 win over Wolves, of course, 2-0 win for me, not too shabby there. City with a 4-0 win over Southampton. I went with a 3-0. And Newcastle had a 5-1 demolition job over Brentford, who I think are in trouble. Newcastle had a 2-1 win. That's my pick there. Brighton did lose to Spurs 1-0. I went with a 2-1. Palace with a 2-1 win over Leeds, who could start slipping down the table as well. West Ham 3-1 win over Fulham, 2-0 win for me. I went with a 2-2 for the game. 3-2 it was. Man United 2-1 win over Everton. Got that one bang on the nose. And I got that one bang on the nose. Forest against Villa. That might do some good pickaroos right there. We'll see how I fare in the prediction. In a second, of course, this is the league. As you see, Arsenal leading supreme, 24 points on the board. City up there in 2nd spot. Spurs up there. Chelsea and then United in 5th. Newcastle doing good. Brighton are starting to slip down the table now. Of course, a change of face at the helm. Bournemouth up into 8th. Fulham in 9th. Liverpool in 10th. Oh, how are we? Well, Leicester, Forest and Wolves going down. Let's take a look at the Super Brew. Let's get it out of the way. Let's pull it off like a Band-Aid. See how I got on. See how you guys got on. So here we go. It's loading. It's loading. Hold firm. Don't look. You're cheating. Okay, here we go. Of course, kicking ass. Take names this past week. Barcelonista, 18 points. Well done. Bukake up there with 16.5. Costas K the same. Forza Barca up there with 15.5. Where am I? I'm there 14 points. Not far off. I had. Look at this. Oh, do we want to have a little look at what he's got here? I don't really want to know. I've got your emails though. Brew mail. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, of course. So I did okay, top 10, of course. But why is that done? If you see your name, make sure you smash your thumbs up. Pennywise 13.5, Mad Eyes there as well. Macca 12.5, DJ Horn 92, 12 points. A lot of points spattered around the place. Yep, some guys sucked ass, really bad. But anyway, enough about that. Let's take a look at the actual leaderboard then. Who is flexing? It is 37, 97 points up there. Bit of a gap between himself and Costas K. He's got a room to flounder. Costas K up 5 spots to number 2. Kume down 1 spot from 2 to 3. Barcelona up 9 points to 4. That's how tight it is. Of course, me, I'm down into 70, up 3 spots to 17. I'm coming after you. Barcelona, Forza Barca up 5. You have a VMP 6 spots as well. Well done. 12 spots. Hans Worst. He's on the climb, as is James FC. He's up there. And then some other movies. Again, if you see your name, smash the old numbers up, smash your subscribe as well. The Beast up there, 8 spots as well. But anyway, that's of course that. Free to enter, cut // EPL Prem. Let's of course get in amongst it for the next round of games. It does not stop. I think it's double match week next week. But anyway, we can take a look at this week's matches, which of course kick off on Friday. Brentford up against Brighton. Played each other 18 times, 3, 6 wins for Brentford, 8 wins for Brighton, 4 draws of course. Brentford though 1 win and 6, 42% form for them right now. Up against the Brighton side, of course, just 1 win and 4 for them, 58% form over the last 6. Last round over in Brentford in the league. It was a 1-0 win for Brighton. That was back in September 2021. Brighton unbeaten against Brentford over the last 3, picking up a couple of wins and a draw. Brighton with a 1-0 loss against Spurs though. Brentford with a 5-1 loss against Newcastle. The last win was a 5-2 win over Leeds, and that seems like a lifetime ago. The odds right here right now, we've got Brentford 2-1 for the victory, 11-8 is your away win, 12-5 is the draw. Back in the course of 1-1 apiece here on Friday night. All eyes on this. They don't want to let themselves down. Of course, Brighton with the new manager will want to gets into a good swing of things. Meanwhile, Leicester City up against Crystal Palace. Rodgers remains, of course. Palace also in a bit of trouble, down in 15th right now. Played to the 44 times, 1993, 70 wins for Leicester, 15 wins for Crystal Palace, 12 draws. Of course, just Leicester, 1 win and 6, 17% form for them right now. Crystal Palace, of course, 1-2 lost to and draw 2 over the last 6. That's 50% form for them heading into this as well. Last round, though, over the King Powers, a 2-1 win for Leicester back in April 2022. They're unbeaten against Crystal Palace over the last 6, pick up 4 wins and a couple of draws. Leicester did lose to Bournemouth, of course, over the past weekend. Palace with a 2-1 win over Leeds. Big win for them as well. Of course, the odds right here right now, we've got Leicester 30-10 for the 12-10 is your win, 12-5 is the draw. I'm backing Leicester, I am. I don't know for how long. I'm backing them. Are the board backing them? I think they are. Rodgers is a good manager, but he's just going for a right old rough patch of things. Meanwhile, Fulham against Bournemouth, it's the Scott Parker Derby, played each other 7 times in 2010, 1 for Fulham, 3 for Bournemouth, 3 draws, of course. Fulham, though, winning twice for the last 6, 33% form for them up against the Bournemouth side. Unbeaten in the last 5, 58% form for them as they move forward. Last time around, though, over at Fulham Craven Cottage, it was a 1-1 draw back in December 2021. That was in the Championship. Fulham unbeaten against Bournemouth over the last 3, pick up a win and a couple of draws. Bournemouth, though, big win over them, over Leicester last time around. Fulham with a 3-1 loss against West Ham. The last win for them was over Forest, 3-2 it was, back a match number 8. The odds right here, around 65 is your Fulham, 65 on. Sorry, they are favoured. 11-4 is draw, 65 is your away win here. I'm backing, of course, Fulham here, 1-0 win for them, 3 points in the bag. And again, keeping themselves in mid-table and looking A-OK. We have Wolves up against Forest, of course. It's the Morgan Gibbs White's Derby, played 27 times in 1993, 13 wins for Wolves, 6 wins for Forest. We've got 8 draws, of course. Wolves, though, 1 win and 6, 33% form for them right now. And against the Forest side, also without a win in the last 6 games, 8% form for them heading into this match. Last time around, though, over at Molineux, it was a 2-0 win for Wolves back in January 2018. That was in the Championship. Of course, the Homesteads only won 1 to the last 6. That's when Wolves beat Forest at Molineux back in April 2017. Wolves with a 3-0 loss against Chelsea, back-to-back. 3 games now without a goal for Wolves. In fact, they scored 1 goal in the last 5. Forest over the draw against Villa last time around, as they try to find themselves in some form heading into this. The odds right here right now, 10-7 on is your Wolves, 11-4 is your draw, 70-4 is your away win. Can't call it, 1-1 apiece. Of course, we'll see how that goes. Have Wolves actually hired a manager yet, or are they still looking for a manager right now? Meanwhile, Tottenham Hotspur against Everton, of course, at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, or the Google Stadium maybe in a few years' time. Anyway, Spurs, Everton played just 60 times in 1993, 27 wins for Tottenham, 10 wins for Everton, 23 draws, of course. Spurs, though, winning 3 of the last 6, 58% form for them up against the Everton side. Just 1 defeated past 6, 58% form for them heading into this match, of course. Last time around, though, over at in London was a 5-0 win for Spurs back in March 2022. Spurs unbeaten against Everton over the last 3, pick up a win and a couple of draws. Spurs up with a 1 over Brighton, back-to-back clean sheets. They are taking on Frankfurt tonight. Meanwhile, Everton, of course, coming to this on the back of that loss against Manchester United. The odds right here right now, we've got 29 on is your Spurs, 7-2 is your draw, 6-1 is your away win. Back in Spurs with a 3-0 win for them. Clean sheet as well, moving up the ladder. There you go. Aston Villa against Chelsea. Could this be the day that Stevie Gerrard meets his maker? Of course, played Chelsea 57 times in 1993, 30 wins for Villa, 31 wins for Chelsea, 13 draws, of course. Villa, though, just 1 win and 6, 42% form, unbeaten though in the last 4, if you want to look at it a different way. Chelsea, though, unbeaten in the last 5, 75% form for them, winning 4 games on the spin. Last time round, though, over at Villa Park, it was a 3-1 win for Chelsea. Back in Boxing Day 2021. Chelsea with a 2-0 win over Milan. That was in the Champions League. Also 3 clean sheets on the spin for them. Villa, though, 1-1 draw against Nottingham Forest at the City Ground just the other day. Meanwhile, the odds right here right now, 7-2 is your Villa. Of course, 27-10 is your draw. 5-4 on is your, of course, your Chelsea. They're favoured here. Going to give it to them as well. Clean sheet to boot. 2-0 Chelsea. 3 points in the bag. That could actually put them a little bit closer to 3rd place Spurs. Southampton up against West Ham, coming at you at St Mary's. Another manager under pressure. That's Hassan Hurtle. Played to the 44 times in 1983. 14 wins for Southampton, 19 wins for West Ham, 11 draws, of course. Southampton, though, just 1 win and 6, 17% form for them. West Ham, though, 1 defeat past 6, 82% form for David Moyes' boys. They're climbing the table. Away they go. Of course, last time around, though, at St Mary's in the league was a 0-0 draw back in September 2021. Southampton unbeaten over West Ham over the last 3, pick up a couple of wins and a draw. West Ham, though, 3-1 win over Fulham. They are taking on Anderlecht in the Europa League or whatever it is. Man City did beat Southampton 4-0 last time around. The odds here, though, Southampton 90-10 for the victory, 12-5 is your draw, 7-5 is your way. We're back in the Hammers here, 2-1 win for them on the road, 3 points in the bag, and of course climbing the table and probably pushing another man to the brink heading into Leeds, though, up against Arsenal, coming at Ellen Road. Played each other 32 times in 1983. 7 wins for Leeds, 20 wins for Arsenal, 5 draws, of course. Leeds over there winning 5 now, 33% form for them. Up against the Arsenal side, winning 5 in the spin. 83% form for them at the moment. Last time round, over at Ellen Road, it was a 4-1 win for Arsenal back in December 2021. Arsenal unbeaten over Leeds over the last 6, picking up 5 wins and a draw to boot. They did also beat Liverpool, most recently Arsenal. They've just come on the back of a run of 3 successive home games where they scored 3 goals in each of those home games. However, Leeds with a 2-1 loss against Palace. Arsenal took good about a Glimmet this weekend. That ain't no easy match, of course. It's not an easy match. I fear that they might not win that one. And then, of course, Leeds await them on the weekend. The odds right here right now, 5-1 is your Leeds, 20-11 on is your Arsenal, 65 is your draw. Give it to Arsenal here, 3-0 win again on the road. They're playing with some confidence right now after beating Liverpool and looking pretty good at the moment. Kicking off forward is United. That's Manchester United. Up against United, that's Newcastle United. Come at Old Trafford. Places the 56 times in 1983, 34 wins for Manchester United, 7 wins for Newcastle United, and 15 draws, of course. Man United, 4 wins the last 6, 67% form for them right now. Newcastle have just 1 defeated past 6, 58% form for them, as of course they are just below them in the table. Last time around, though, over at Old Trafford, it was a 4-1 win for Manchester United back in September 2021. Of course, Newcastle with a 5-1 win over Brentford. They've scored 9 goals in the last 2 games combined. Man United back-to-back away wins for them, but of course taking on Armenia Nicosia at Old Trafford this weekend in the Europa League as well, this midweek as well. Coming out to the odds, and even Stevens is your Manchester United, 30-5 is your away win, 27-10 is of course your draw here. Back in Manchester United, 3-1 win for them, a flex indeed, maybe even going to 4th, depending on what goes on with Chelsea. And then wrap it up. Where's the game of the day? It's a late kick-off, of course. It is Liverpool up against Manchester City, of course, coming at you at Anfield, played each other 59 times in 1983, 28 wins for Liverpool, 30 wins for City, and 18 draws, of course. Liverpool, though, 1-2 lost to Andrew over the last 6, 50% form for them. Up against the City side, unbeaten in the last 6, winning 5 of the last 6. Of course, they did play each other at the Community Shield, where Liverpool won 3-1. The last time played each other at Anfield in the league, it was a 2-2 draw back in October 2021. Liverpool unbeaten against Man City over the last 4, picking up a couple of wins and a couple of draws. In fact, they just lost once in the last 6 against them as they look forward to this game. The odds here, 65 is your Liverpool, 65 is your draw, 4-3 on is City. Our favourite to win this game, but I'm backing a bit of an upset here. Going to go with a 3-2 win for Liverpool, back in the hunt, get themselves up maybe up to 6th or 7th or wherever it is. City taking their first defeat, and of course giving Arsenal a bit of gap at the tip of the top of the table. That's of course my picks, guys. Absolutely incredible stuff. Get your own in, and if I'm right, this is what the table will look like. Arsenal 4-point lead over City, of course, in 2nd spot. Spurs up to 3rd, Chelsea remain 4th, and Liverpool up into the top 10 for the first time in a long time. Forest, Southampton, Wolves going down. That's my picks. Get your own picks in using the link /EPL Prem, and of course we'll be back once again for some more pickaroos. I think it's a double match week as well next week, so of course crazy next week. That's it. Of course, smash your subscribe, smash your thumbs up, smash the little bell. We go again, guys. We go a bloody game. But that's it. Until then, smash your subscribe. We'll see you soon for the next one.